Last week I shared with you a Halloween embellishment book box, and I also shared the tutorial. I've made another one and it's slightly different, so I'm going to do a quick walkthrough and show you what's in this one. Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and this is a Halloween embellishment book box. As I said in the tutorial, this was inspired by a video I saw from Cutsy Shelf, and also it has some changes that I saw Michelle from Creative Operations did. So let me walk you through this. The cover has this sticker, which actually came from my stash. It was from a Doodlebug collection, and it was already on this rosette, which was in my stash. So I just added that to the cover. This has a magnet holding it closed. It measures, by the way, 6¼ by 8¼ and it's pretty deep with a 3-inch spine. I used the same papers for matting as I did in the other one. I had two 6x8 Simple Stories Spooky Things collection, plus a sticker sheet, so I just sort of spread the stickers throughout. But I just thought that Doodlebug banner worked real fine. And we open it up, and it shows you the inside. So we go from this really pretty orange to all sorts of purples. So the purpose of this embellishment book box was not only to use things that I had in my stash, but also to be able to, somebody might use it and take all of the embellishments and use it to decorate a junk journal, or use it to make cards or tags or candy gift packaging. I've made all of these. They were dies. This one was from My Favorite Things, and I've had it for a while, and I just think it's adorable. So what I did was I stamped the cute little critters. I colored them with alcohol markers, and then I die cut them. Now, they do come off fairly easy. I just use a little dab of ATG to keep it on, and also I have ATG to keep it on. But the ATG is on this tag, so you can take it and actually can rub the ATG off. And then you can use the embellishment book box for another purpose. So there is that set. This set, I actually purchased these stamps from a local scrapbook store that I visited near Astoria, Oregon, and it's an old Lawn Fawn set. But you know, it's got the images that I was looking for. It's got a witch hat, it's got a cat, it's got a ghost, it's got a pumpkin. So I thought that was cute. It had a bunch of sentiments in it too, which I'll be using in some upcoming projects. But anyhow, I used some scraps, made a tag, and added them onto here. And like I said, they're removable, so you can put them on cards and whatnot. I use some stickers to decorate the side, because otherwise the sides of the album, the insides, would be very, just very plain. One of the improvements that Michelle made was to add pockets. And so I added a pocket to here. I put in this tag. Now, if you say, oh, it looks just like the other one, it's similar, but not exactly the same, because I had different elements. I didn't have that same sticker because I only had one sticker sheet. So it's the same, but it's different. These little tags were left over from that 6x8 paper collection, and I just added a little bit of orange and black twine and just left it in there. You can use those for whatever you want. This set of Halloween sentiments was from LDSR Creative. I love them, and I thought, yeah, if you're making cards, or even if you're using them for a junk journal, this would be fun to put in a junk journal. You know, it's more on the cute side than the scary side. These guys were from a Sizzix Tim Holtz die set that I've had. I actually had these in my stash from a long time ago, a couple of years ago, and like I said, I'm using up things in my stash. They are backed with some black fun fur and put on a black rosette. So you can just pull them off and put them onto whatever projects you want. And then here in the center, I made these using my Cricut machine. Just a couple of different versions of the same thing. I just actually stacked the outline a couple of times, and it made a good size shaker. I just thought they're fun and they would be good to put on a project, whether it's a card or an album. All right, so on the sides are different versions of paper clips and other things. So these are paper clips just made, pretty simply. I had some washi tape I used on that. I had a little punch that made that. That's a sticker from the sticker sheet, and that's part of a tag. And I used some large paper clips for those. And then this one it's a magnetic bookmark. I followed a tutorial from Lollipalooza a couple of weeks ago to make some Christmas ones. You may have seen that, but anyhow, this comes up, goes on like that. So it just makes a nice little paper clip, a magnetic paper clip. Again, you could use it if you're reading some spooky books this year, or if you're making junk journal or whatever. This side has some more paper clips. I used a jumbo paper clip to make this, just a sticker on a rosette on a doily, just a sticker from the sticker sheet, couple of stars I punched, and that can go on this belly band. And these are hidden paper clips inspired by Lollipalooza hidden paper clips. They're paper clips. I do have a Christmas version on my channel, but I will link the Lollipalooza video in the description so you can make those. Just like the linear version of hidden paper clips. I thought that was fun. But inside, the bulk of the magic is I used a Lawn Fawn stamp that says trick or treat and put it on the cover. I made it out of fun foam, so it does come up, so you can use that somewhere else if you want to decorate cards or an album. And then inside, I've got some of the 3x4 cut-aparts. That one was cut down. But 3x4 cut-aparts, again, you can decorate cards or junk journals with those. And then, I'll get to that in a second because I'll open that up. I made sort of like, this is from crepe paper that I cut, just some decoration. I took 3 thicknesses of crepe paper, sewed it down on 2 sides about 1/2 inch from each side, and then used the scissors to cut it and just sort of tangled it up to make it just a fun little embellishment to add to your albums or cards. So that is that. In my stash, I had some washi tape, a row of Halloween pumpkin stickers. I had some of the orange and black string from Lawn Fawn, I think it came from, and some fun fur. And then I added a couple of extra sheets of these embellishments. Figured if you're making cards, then you've got some embellishments, just cut them out to whatever size you want, and there you go. Let me show you the flowers. They're just assorted flowers that all came from dies I had from Scrap Diva, just different versions of it using orange and black paper. And that is good. Who doesn't want flowers to go with your Halloween projects? So there is that. And that'll go in like that. And that'll go in like that. And now let's see if I can close it in the correct order. This first, then this. Then this. Whoops, get back in there, you. Then that. And then that. There is the side. There is the back. And there we go. So like I said, I have another one on my channel. And there's also a tutorial. And I will also link the people that I mentioned below. If it's something you're interested in purchasing, I do have it in my Etsy shop. I will put that link in the description as well. So many links. But I wanted to show you that. It was a fun little Halloween project. And not only did I use paper from my stash, but I used some things that have been sitting in a Halloween box for a while. Hopefully this is the year I can get rid of all those last things so then I can start fresh and start collecting Halloween again. All right, that's what I wanted to show you today. Thank you so much for watching and have a fabulous day.